In this video, we're going to be going over Bookmap and how you can use it to start taking better trades. Let's get into this video. I think for 95% of traders, Bookmap really isn't needed. You're just gonna clog up your screen and add more unnecessary noise that you don't really need. But for me personally, I was already using level 2s, the order book and the time and sales. So pretty much Bookmap just takes that, the order book and everything, and turns it into a heat map. It makes it much more easy to see, and it gives me more cohesion in my trading rather than looking at a bunch of numbers that are moving rapidly. And when I'm looking at a ticker like Tesla, I can see all the big sellers and buyers in the market, and I know what to expect when price gets to those levels or areas. Now let's just switch over to Bookmap, and I'll show you how you can use it to your advantage. I use the version of Bookmap installed directly in the ThinkOrSwim. If you don't know how to access it, just come up here in the top right corner, hit support, create support requests, and pretty much show them, I want Bookmap, and then the live agent will get you set up with Bookmap. Now I think it's around $30 to $40 per month, but for me, I have literally $0 in my TLS account, and I haven't been billed once for it, so I'm not really sure how that's shaking out. But I'm using the full version of Bookmap for free pretty much, and nothing's really happened. I haven't got billed once. Now, if you want to test it out, give it a test run. You can use the free trial. It comes with 3 tickers. It comes with ES, Apple, and I forgot the other one. But for me, I like to look at the ticker I'm trading, so I kind of need the full version of it. But moving on, let's just jump into the Bookmap. So once you tell your support agent, I want Bookmap, just come up here in the charts tab. Just restart your ThinkOrSwim if you already went through this. It should update automatically. Then boom, you have a Bookmap tab. So right now we're looking at Tesla. It's currently August 15th after market hours. So we're going to be looking at the data. And there's a few disadvantages to using the ThinkOrSwim Bookmap. For example, you can't really look at iceberg orders or stop loss hits. But me personally, I don't really need to look at that information. But if that's something you like to look into, you can go ahead and pay like $100 a month for it on the official Bookmap website. For me, like I mentioned, I don't really need all the information. Kind of more noise than I really would like. So right now we're looking at the start of August 15th, which was Monday. So pretty much the market opened right here at 6:30. You can kind of see at the bottom the x-axis, and we see a bunch of big dark orders. And up here you can kind of turn the contrast up and down. I really don't want to see all these small orders. They really are kind of irrelevant to me. I just want to see the big boys on the order book, the big whales that are holding the market back. So pretty much you're just looking at the real-time order book and level 2s. Tesla opened down here at like around $900, and price came straight up to this liquidity zone at 920. Now, if you watch my video on volume, you may or may not understand that volume is what moves the market. So these big liquidity zones, price is pretty much going to hit these areas of liquidity, and if it can't break past the zone, it's going to come fall right back down to the next zone of liquidity, because that's what's moving the market. So in these zones where there's not really much volume, there's no orders sitting here waiting to get hit, price is going to slice right through these areas because there's no liquidity, and it's going to be a illiquid zone. It's going to come right back down into the highly liquid areas, shove the market right back down lower, and came right back into the liquidity zones down here around 910. And 910 also coincided with the 200-day moving average in the daily time frame. So pretty much each time that buyers try to push the market higher, they filled, and the sellers got at 920 would send the market back down lower. It was kind of ping-ponging back and forth until one of the sides made a move and became more aggressive. And these red and green bubbles pretty much mean aggressive buyers and sellers. So in order for price to move, you have to have either aggressive buyers or sellers. So when you see large green bubbles, if I zoom in, the bubble is going to get bigger. So when you see these big walls here, there's a passive seller sitting here at 920 on the order book. So you're going to need a large amount of aggressive buyers to push price through this. So as price comes into this 920 area, ideally, you want to see these bubbles getting bigger, representing bigger and more aggressive buyers are coming into the market, and they're trying to send price higher. And then finally, once price broke over this big selling wall right here at 920, you almost had an instant shot to the next liquidity zone right here at 925. You tested the zone once, twice. Aggressive buyers try to come back in the market. They just try to shove price over 925. They succeeded. And once again, more aggressive buyers came to the market. They sent the market straight to the next liquidity zone at 928. Then you pulled back. Look what happened here. You had a passive buyer waiting for an order to get filled down here at 925. You came down exactly into this liquidity zone at 925. This buyer got filled, or they're trying to stop the market from going lower, and they sent the market up to the next seller or passive seller in the order book at 930. And you broke through all these zones. And you can kind of see throughout the day these bubbles. Each time you hit a liquidity zone, they got bigger, showing there's aggressive buyers in the market, and they're putting an effort to send the market higher. Then when price finally came up here to 940, it fell short of it. It came up to like 939. Buyers tried to make another attempt up here at like 938. This big seller re-had their position right here at 938. Tesla made a lower high from here. Buyers became less aggressive. If I turn on the volume bars right here, you would see that volume just kind of died off, and market participants and buyers in the market just kind of faded away, and sellers just took control of the rest of the day, because buyers, they made an attempt to break past 940, but clearly they weren't aggressive enough. Then price just kind of drifted down lower throughout the day. And like I mentioned, I don't really think having all these tools like CVD and icebergs and everything is really needed. I just really want to know where the big sellers or buyers are for the day, because using a level 2 in order book can kind of get confusing. There's lots of numbers, flashing rapidly, upticks, downticks, everything like that. Being able to visualize the order book in a heat map kind of thing, just like this, like Bookmap offers, is a really great tool. And I think this is much easier to look at than something like this, a level 2 order book that's constantly moving up and down all over the place. Most of these levels where the big buyers or sellers are active for the day kind of coincide with the key levels I have marked in my chart. So for example, here on August 15th, we had this 910 level I was watching, which also coincided with the 200-day moving average, as I mentioned previously. Now price wicked off this level 2, 3, 4 times. If we go back over to Bookmap, you can see that there was a passive buyer weighing down here, sitting down here, pushing price back up every time it came back into the area. And the next level I had marked in my chart, 940, which is the level going back to February, March of this year. There's clearly a huge seller up here, conveniently waiting for price to come up here and shove price back down. And buyers needed to be aggressive to push price over 940. Clearly they gave up. There's exhaustion in the market, and price pulled back about $13 at the end of the day. So having Bookmap and also coinciding with my key levels just makes me have more confidence in my trades, because I know that if this price wall breaks on the Bookmap or the level 2, then clearly I need to get out the trade, because the wall that I was hoping stood the test of time fell, and I shouldn't really be holding this trade. Or if I see aggressive buyers in the market, and like I mentioned, Bookmap, these green and red bubbles, if I see lots of green bubbles coming in, they're getting bigger and bigger as they approach key levels I have marked in my chart. That kind of gives me even more confidence to hold my trades, because I know there's aggressive buyers active in the market making an effort to push price higher. Or if I see big red bubbles coming to the market, I know there's aggressive sellers in the market trying to push price lower. I should probably think about taking profits. If you're already using level 2s in the order book, I think Bookmap is a great tool for you. That's going to make visualizing the market a lot easier. It should be another tool for you to use to get a deeper look into the market, rather than try and watch a lot of time and sales and order 2 and everything moving rapidly. It can be hard to keep up with. If you don't really look at volume like that, you just kind of trade crossovers or anything, I don't think Bookmap is really going to take you to the next level or give you an edge in the market. But if this video helped you, if you learned anything, just drop a like and comment, subscribe maybe. If not, leave me some suggestions below, and stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.